Welcome back to Fire Force Anime Review, episode number 24. This is reviewing the newest episode of the anime, and of course, you have the manga for Fire Force. First up is basically it's episode number 29, Corna, Sign of the Devil, otherwise also known as A Secret Plan. This one, I looked it up, it looks like it adapts pretty much the rest of chapter 107, goes straight to 109, and goes through and stops like 5 pages into chapter 110, which means that we're almost done with this arc. Yes. Do you need something? I see, Bailey. I'm a little busy right now. Anyways, yes. This episode, mostly here's what happened in this episode. We have basically two issues between Shira and the number two, second pillar's big, bulky subordinate, which Shira guesses he's technically thinks like a second generation fire user. Bailey, what are you doing? Anyways, yes. So, we can fight with that, and the fight between Arthur and the second pillar, which basically the fight is what's seen in the anime is complete and original because you don't see the fight in the manga. Nope. Bailey, leave that alone. Sorry, that's my niece who just happened to be playing in the background for some reason. Anyways, so, and of course Shiro telling the guys holding her is like, so fire for a second from here, and she's like, doesn't really answer the question. And of course the white soldier's like, nah, we got this. Bailey?
What?
I can see you.
I know you can see me.
Do you need something?
No!
Please?
I'll put it right here.
I can still see you.
Okay.
Why don't you stand over there? Thank you. Anyways, so, yeah, lots of fun in this episode. Getting close to wrapping up this particular arc. Yeah, it's basically about 2 chapters left to it after the thing. And, oh yeah, we also have a sort of a tie-up of, we talked one loose in this episode, the whole thing of the city being on fire. We have Licht resolving it by, get this, creating a fire, pretty much creating a firestorm. Yes, while using a water cannon mounted on top of a fire truck. Well, one of their vans they drive. And Obi has to fire the damn thing. Now, in the manga, they don't show it showing up. Here, in the anime, they do show, like, oh, it's just a big water cannon on top of the truck. Like, okay. And Obi has trouble firing the damn thing. He does eventually after basically Vulcan's like, just fire it. And he does. And the Inferno that they were battling is right in the Inferno. Right in the fire pillar. And then we have the lieutenant from Company 1 just freeze the damn thing. And, well, we also see in the episode, we see Iris and Tamaki evacuate people. They're seen briefly. They're still wearing their nun outfits like they're, well, Tamaki, of course, she's from the first brigade, so of course she took her vows. Apparently. Despite the fact she's not wearing a very revealing outfit a lot of the time when she's not wearing her nun attire. Yep. The other thing that you cut out here is seeing Commander Habi from Squad 5. Yeah, her little scene in the manga is not in the anime. And, well, the subordinate second pillar, he's like, oh, you're the first person to hit me. Congratulations. Like, well, don't mention it. I got more where that came from. And that's that. Not much really myself say this episode, but there will hopefully be more when the next episode finally gets dubbed. I didn't realize this was released last week until I looked at my like, oh, it was released last week. Okay. As for when the 6th episode gets released for season dubbed, I don't know, but from what I can tell for this sixth episode, that's probably gonna wrap up this arc. Yep. All right, moving on to the new chapter of the manga. Chapters. There's two of them. Yeah, there was one released the previous week, and one released this past week. First, we have 231 Birth. I gotta lock that door. Yes, first we start off with the fire mascots, just giving Shiro a balloon of himself, and Arrow, of course, is with him. So they look for the hospital where he was born. So he stops and it's about having not having evangelist grace, the effect of the Dola proximity, I suppose, and he disappears in a flash. Commander, is he in the hospital? Behind you. Yep. And all right, I'm off. Yep. And he goes and really quickly comes right back out. And note the birth record does not list the father. Does that mean we're examining her for a virgin birth? Okay. And they mention about, well, how we can see without regular intercourse. Yeah, so basically I think with a virgin birth. They just walk to the hospital. And they try to ask who the father is, and they don't really know. The Kasabis. They say no one knows the father of either one. Yep. Yeah, and then the guy who they're talking to says, the church as a whole soul pressures not to report it. Yeah, because, well, they're very powerful. Blah, blah, virgin birth. Angel, mother, hero. What happened to the family? And then he pretty much proceeds to go to the Adol link where he gets contact with his mother. Yep, his mother. And that's the chapter ends. Then we move on to Muri Kasubi, the mother of them. And Shiro's like, Mother, what happened to you? And then we begin 17 years ago. This is just prior to the birth of one of the brothers. I'll read who it is in a minute. Yeah, and Mira's like, you know mothers? Nope. No idea who it is. Yet somehow she's pregnant. And apparently, because the fact she's pregnant, she has no idea who the father is. Her parents disowned her, and she can't use her last name Abba. I'm not an Abba anymore. So yeah, they don't believe in virgin pregnancy. Yeah, okay, so they don't know who the father is, so she just basically just takes care of her baby, her belly's bulging. And then while they're talking, he's like, his mommy. And she's like, I think it's time. And then she has her birth. And then she gives birth to a baby boy. Like, good question. I'm still not afraid. I wanted yet to sleep her husband become pregnant for virgin birth. Sarah, an angel. Apparently, baby who was born as a savior hero came to the world. Some big mother with a savior. Not too shabby. And then her mother shows up. She actually birthed him, the child no one asked for. You get a child with some nobody, you don't know who the father is? Yep, mother's like very mean. You choose a filthy. She says this. You choose the filthy breath of some garbage left over from with your own parents. And she's like, don't touch him. Like, why would I touch the thing? It's disgusting. Just got you out of my life for good. You won't let chance advice. The child bring you nothing but good fortune. It's okay, honey. You're not unwanted. The world needs you. The hero who's going to save. Shira! Yep, this baby who Mira just gave birth to and is 17 years prior is Shira. Yep, her first child. And the main character of this series. This was a pretty good chapter. Good advancement. Next chapter is called Guardian Angel. I wouldn't be surprised that's birth of Shiro. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that at all. Yeah. Not much else to say about it. It's a good chapter. I think that her parents wouldn't be so stupid. They're very. They don't like it. The fact they don't know who the father is. And also that her daughter just got mysteriously pregnant. And they disowned her. All because she got pregnant. Yeah. Imagine when Shira meets these people. I'm sure he's probably going to be yelling at them for hours for abandoning his mother. I'm sure he probably would. Especially since he's a member of Fire Force. Yeah. But that'll hopefully be settled. Hopefully Shiro tells... I hope that Shiro tells Shira about his grandparents. And how the fact they didn't like their mother at all. Hopefully we get a chance to explore that later. Okay? I give both chapters, well, I give 231 a 9 out of 10. This one I give a 9.5 out of 10 because I love the ending of this chapter. It's so beautiful. Yeah, the last bit where she names the child, and it's Shira. It's a beautiful thing they do for this chapter. So yeah, that's a particular review. My next review is going to be a review of newest episode of Case Closed and the 2 newest chapters for the manga. Okay, but see you next video. Bye.